So, good morning, everyone. I am Ashok. I am going to teach aptitude and reasoning for you. So, today is our first class. In this class, we are going to discuss the topic blood relations. So, this is what going to happen in the class. Okay, in this blood relations topic, we are going to solve 3 to 4 different models. Okay, first of all, I will show you the models. Then we will start one by one. But remember, most of the models we are going to solve using family tree diagram. So let us learn how to draw the diagrams and how to solve those kind of problems. So as you can see in the topic blood relations, the first model that we are going to solve is this. Like in this model, he is going to give 3 to 4 statements like this. Like D is the brother of B, M is the brother of B, K is the father of M. So he will give 3 to 4 statements like this. Then he will ask relation between any two persons. Okay, that's the first model. Once we are done with these kind of models, we are going to solve similar problems using equations. That means instead of saying, see here, instead of saying P is mother of Q, he is going to give you P plus Q. Okay, so he is going to use the same statement method, but instead of giving statements, he is going to use symbols. That's the second model. Now, once you are done with this model also, the third one is, wait, yeah, we are going to solve one more model like this. See here, he is asking which of the following shows that A is aunt of E. In general, he is going to give you a question, then we need to answer them. But here, he will give you the answer. You need to find out which of those options are the question. So, in general, you need to solve all the 4 options, which is not possible in the examination. That's why I will tell you one more method how to solve those kind of problems without drawing the diagram. So the last and final model is this one. Here, they are going to say some indirect statements like she is the only daughter of my wife's grandfather's only child. So first of all, you need to understand what is the statement and who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. Okay, once you understand these 3 parameters, we are going to cut the statements into parts. Then we are going to solve one by one to come to the conclusion. So after understanding the statement, you need to find out the relation between the speaker and whom he is talking about. So these are the 4 different models. First one, he is going to say statements. Okay. Second one, he is going to use symbols. Third one, he will give you the answer and you need to find out the question. Fourth one is indirect statements which are mentioned in the above problem like this. So we are going to solve these 4 models in today's class. If you are fast, we are going to solve it in 1 hour. If you are slow, it may take up to 1.5 hours. That's completely in your hand. So try to answer as much as you can and as fast as you can. So one last time, if my voice is okay and if you are able to understand what I am saying, simply type yes. We will start the process. Okay. Yeah. Chalo. So we'll discuss everything later, but for now, just go with the basics. Now, guys, as you can see here, we're having 3 to 4 statements. But in examination, by the time you come to the 4th statement, you will forget what was given in the first statement. So it is not possible to think everything in the mind. That's why we are going to use the diagrams. So how to represent in terms of diagram, that's what we are going to learn first. So before learning diagrams, I would like to ask you some questions so that I will get better idea whether you know about relations or not. So most of you may have clear idea about whom to call whom or our exact Telugu words for English relations like that. Now see, I will ask one by one questions. So just type yes or no. That's it. Okay. See here. First of all, let us take I am here. Okay. I'm having a father. My father has a brother. That means in general, we are going to call this guy as uncle. So remember, my father's brother. Let us take this guy has a son. Okay. Can I call him brother or not? Just type yes or no. Let us assume that I'm having a father. My father has a brother who is my uncle. If that uncle has a son, can I call him brother? Say yes or no. Sorry to disappoint you. The answer is no. Okay. Now I will ask you one more question. Let us take I am here. Let us take my mother is here. So let us assume that my mother has a brother. Okay. My brother has a brother. Let us take this brother has a daughter. In general, in Telugu, we are going to call them as Vadina or Mardal. So in Telugu, we are going to call them like this. So my mother's brother's daughter. So my second question is, can I call this girl sister-in-law? Just type yes or no. My mother's brother's daughter. Can I call that girl sister-in-law or not? Just type yes or no. Telugulo aithe Maradal Odine. That's completely fine. But can I call her sister-in-law in English? I'm asking that. So the answer is obviously no. Answer is no. I will tell you why. See, guys, there is a word in-law. In-laws will come to your family only after marriage. That means that if somebody is coming into your marriage, somebody is coming into your family after marriage, then only we can call them in-laws. But this girl who is your mama's daughter, she is already in your family. She is not coming into your family after marriage. Okay, so we should not call them as sister-in-laws. Okay, now see here. Listen, pay attention here. Let us take I'm here, and let us take my mother or father is here. Now, if these people are having brother, we are going to call him as uncle. If these people are having sister, we are going to call her as aunt. Now, whether my uncle or aunt, if they're having son or daughter, we are going to call them as cousins. Okay, cousin is a common noun. Okay, you can use it for male as well as for female. So I'm repeating once again. Your mother or father's brother or sister. That means your uncle or your aunt. So it may be from father's side or it may be from mother's side. So whether your uncle or aunt, if they are having son or daughter, doesn't matter. Both of them we are going to call them as cousins. So I will give a simple example. Don't take it wrong. Okay. Now assume like this. Assume I am here. Assume I am having a girlfriend. So this girlfriend told me that she is going to a movie. Okay, my girlfriend told me that she is going to a movie with her cousin. Okay, my girlfriend told me that she is going to a movie with cousin. First thing is, if she is saying she is going to movie with a cousin, I can't say whether this person is male or female because cousin can be used for male as well as female. Second one, I can't say whether she is going with brother or brother-in-law. I mean, like తన అన్న తమ్ముడు వరుసతో వాళ్ళు వెళ్తుందా లేదా బావ వాళ్ళ వరుసతో వెళ్తుందని. I can't say whether she is going with brother or brother-in-law or sister-in-law also. Think like this. If you are using the word cousin, that person can be male or female. Second one, that person may be your paternal uncle's son or also maternal uncle's son. Both are possible. Similarly, paternal aunt's son or paternal aunt's daughter. All of them we are going to call them as cousins. Simply saying your mother or father's brother or sister. That means that person may be your uncle or aunt. If your uncle or aunt having a son or daughter, both of them we are going to call them as cousins. If it is clear, type yes in the comments, or if you have any doubt, turn on the mic and let me know. Yes? Okay. Now my next question is, whom you can call sister-in-law? Now we are done with cousins, right? Now my question is, whom we can call sister-in-law? Okay, wife, sister. Next, brother's wife, fine. Sister-in-law, right? So one thing is clear. Those people are also your mama's daughter only. Like, see, sister-in-law means, I will tell you the relations here. See, those people are also your mama's daughters. That means that person can be your Vadina or Mardal. But remember, those people will enter into your family after marriage. Like this. Let us take, I am here. Assume that I am having a wife. This wife's sister, she can be my sister-in-law. Or, assume like this. Let us take, I am here. Assume I am having a sister. If this sister is having a husband, if this husband's sister also, I can call her sister-in-law. Or similarly, let us take I'm here. Assume I'm having a brother. My brother's wife, I can call her sister-in-law. So listen, that person can be Wadina or Mardal. Okay, but they will enter into your family after marriage only. See here, I married here my wife. That's why that wife's sister will become my sister-in-law. Similarly, my sister is here. My sister's husband, that means she got married. So I can call this husband's sister as sister-in-law. Or I'm having the brother here, and this brother got married to some girl. So I can call her sister-in-law. So when somebody will become your relative after marriage, then only you can call them in-laws. Or if you want to say it further simple, whatever your spouse will call them, okay, simply add in-law, you will get your relation. That means think like this. My wife will call her father as father. Add in-law, you will get what I should call him, father-in-law. Now think like this. Let us take my wife is here. My wife can call her brother as brother. Add in-law to it, I will get what I should call them. So whatever your spouse is calling her relatives, simply add in-law at the end, you will get your relation to that person. So in-laws will come into family only after marriage. Is it clear? Like my brother's wife is sister-in-law. My sister's husband's sister is my sister-in-law. Or my wife's sister is my sister-in-law. It doesn't matter. They will come to your family after marriage only. Then only you can call them as in-laws. Clear? Fast guys, just type as a, okay, do one thing. Whenever you want to say yes, simply type Y. If you want to say no, type N. Okay. Chalo. Let's start the problems one by one. So once you are clear with the relations, because
Excuse me, sir.
now last and final relation that I want to ask is nephew and niece. Nephew and niece. Now think like this. Guys, let us take I'm having a brother or sister. We are going to call them as siblings. Siblings in the sense children of same parents, like your own brother and own sister. We are going to call them as siblings. See, like cousins, sibling is also a common noun. You can use that for male as well as for female. So sibling in the sense your own brother or your own sister. Let us take your sibling is having a son. We are going to call them as nephew. If your sibling is having a daughter, we are going to call her as niece. So simply from their point of view, you will become their uncle. Okay, from your point of view, they will become your nephew and niece. I'm repeating once again. Your siblings' son is your nephew. Your siblings' daughter is your niece. Sibling in the sense children of same parents, or you can simply say your own brother or your own sister. Nephew is for male and niece is for female. Okay, other than these, I hope you know all the other relations. So sister-in-law, brother-in-law, cousins, nephew and niece. These are the only confusing relations. So I have given clarity about those relations. Now we will start the problems. So before entering into problems, it's very difficult to remember all the lines which was given in the problem. That's why we are going to learn how to draw the family tree here. I will explain one by one how to draw this one. So guys, in our problem, male and female are going to play a vital role because, if that person is a male, we are going to call them as uncle, brother, okay, father, those kind of relations. But if that person is a female, we are going to call her as sister, mother, aunt, these kind of relations. So if we change the gender of the person, the entire relation is going to change, and simply we can say our answer is going to change. So to avoid that, what we are going to do here is we are going to represent male and female separately. So that's our first symbol. See, if I want to represent a male person, I am going to use plus. If I want to represent a female person, I am going to use minus. That means if I want to say A is a male person, I am going to simply write A plus. If I want to write B is a female person, I am going to write B minus. Remember one thing, these symbols are not universal. You can create your own symbols. For example, some people will use box for male and circle for female. That's completely fine. Okay. So I am going to tell you the relations which I am going to use are the symbols which I am using. If you like the symbols, go with them. Or if you feel that those symbols are difficult, create your own symbols and follow them. That's completely fine. But remember one thing, whatever the symbols you are using now, follow the same symbols until end of your examinations. Okay. Now, we're done with male and female. So one more point you need to remember here is never decide gender of the person based on their names. Okay. Never decide gender based on their names. For example, read this word. All of you inside your mind, try to read the word. This one. Some people call it Rama and some people call it Rama, right? That means how I can say whether this person is male or female. That's why I'm saying never decide the gender of the person based on their names. And take one more example, Kiran. So Kiran is such kind of name where we are going to use for male as well as female. For example, there is a girl Kiran Mai. We can call her Kiran. There is one more guy Kiran. We can call him Kiran. That means there are such kind of names are there which can be used for both male and female. And there are some names where spelling is going to confuse you. Or simply take A and B. A is the father of B. Can I say B is a male or female? No. So because those letters don't have any genders there. So the first thing you need to remember while solving blood relations is never decide the gender based on the names. Then you may ask, sir, if I don't decide the gender based on names, how I am going to identify whether that person is male or female? I will tell you that topic now. Just wait for 1 second. Now see guys, I'm saying like this. A is father of B. If I'm saying A is the father of B means I know that A is the father. That means A should be a male person. That means you have to decide the gender based on the statements and relations, but not on their names. So if I'm saying A is the father, I can say A is a male person, but I can't say the gender of B here. Okay. So if I'm saying the statement A is the father of B, I can only say the gender of A, but I can't say the gender of B. I hope you are clear with this one. Next one. Our third symbol is siblings. That means your own brother and own sister. So whenever I want to represent siblings, I'm going to use single horizontal line. That means, see here. If I want to say A is the brother of B. If I want to say A is the brother of B, what I'm going to do here is, I know A is the brother. So I'm going to write A is a male person. And I'm using the word brother. Brother means he's the sibling. So I'm going to use single horizontal line. And whose brother? B's brother. So this particular diagram is going to represent A is the brother of B. But remember, in siblings, we can't find out the gender of the second person because we will know only one thing. A is the brother, but we don't have any information that is saying the gender of B. So we can only say the gender of A as male person, but we can't say for sure what is the gender of B. So this is the symbol for siblings. So if I use single horizontal line, that is the meaning of siblings. So see here, A is the brother of B. So A is a male person, he is a brother. So sibling, whose brother? B's brother. I am going to write A is the brother of B like this. Next, the next symbol is couple or spouse or pair. That means if I use double horizontal lines, that is going to indicate a pair of people. For example, if I want to say like this, A is the husband of B. I am saying A is the husband. So A is a male person. Husband means those people are a pair, are couple. So when I want to represent a couple, I am going to use double horizontal line. Don't get confused, guys. Single horizontal line for siblings, double horizontal line for couple. So if I am saying A is the husband means A is a male person. Husband means couple. Whose husband? B's. Now remember, in a couple relation, if one person is male, you can surely say other person is a female. Remember, in siblings, you can't say the gender of other person. But in pair, you can say if one person is male, the other person is always going to be a female. So if A is the husband means B should be wife. So I can say that B is a female person. So double lines are going to indicate couple. And the last and final one is generation. Like this. If I use single vertical line, that is going to indicate generation. I will explain what is meant by generation now. If I want to say A is the father of B. Now remember guys, always you are going to be in zero level. If you go up by one level, you are going to get your father, uncle, mother, aunt, these kind of people. If you go further one more level, you will get your grandfather and grandmother. Remember, you are the zero generation. If you go up by one generation, you are going to get your father, uncle, mother, these kind of people. That means above generation or before generation, you can say. If you go two generations back, you are going to get your grandfathers and grandmothers. Now, if I am writing -1 means I am going to the next generation. Here you are going to get your sons, daughters, okay, or your son's wife, daughter's wife, I mean your daughter-in-law, those kind of people. If you go to two generations later, okay, I'm going to write -2. Guys, minus is for next generation, plus is for previous generation. So if I write -2, that means that I'm going two generations ahead. That means I'm going to get my grandchildren here. So similarly here, remember, always father should be on top and sons and daughters should be below them. So if I want to say A is father of B, what I'm going to do here is, so A is the father. So A is a male person. I'm going to write A plus. So whose father? B's father. That means A should be on top and below that you should get B. So A is the father of B. So if I use vertical line, that indicates a generation. I will give one more example. Just be on the line. Now if I want to say B is the daughter of K. So if I want to write like this, I know B is the daughter means B is a female person. Whose daughter? K's daughter. Guys, that means son's father should be on top and daughter should be below. So I am going to write the vertical line to the top and then I am going to represent K. So remember, if you are coming from father to sons or father to child, draw the vertical line from top to bottom. But if you are going from daughter to father, draw the vertical line from bottom to top. But remember, always father should be on top. Below that, you have to write the children. So first one, plus for male, minus for female. Single arrow, single line, horizontal line for siblings, double horizontal line for pair, and a vertical line for generation. So if you are clear with the symbols, I will give you 1 minute time to look the symbols once again. Then in the comments, let me know whether if you are having any doubt or if you are okay. If everything is fine, type Y. I will move on to the problems. Okay, fine. Can you explain generation again? Okay, I will explain generation once again. No, K can be father or mother. We can't say no. If I am saying B is the daughter of K, so B is a, like, I can say B is the daughter of K means B is a female person. But see, let us take you are the person. You can say that B should be son or daughter. Wait, 1 second. What I have told you? No, guys, see, I'm saying that B is the daughter of K. So B is a female person. But whose daughter? K's daughter. So K can be B's father or mother. But come to this example. A is the father of B. So A is a male person. Whose father? B's mother. Father. That means B can be son or daughter of A. So we can't say the gender of B here. And we can't say the gender of K here. The only relation where you can say gender is wife and husband. That's it. Except wife and husband relation, in any of the other diagrams, you can't say the gender of second person. You will know the gender of only first person only. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Chalo, let's move on to the problems. I will explain one problem, then I will give you 1 minute time. Solve the next problem on your own, then I will explain. We will go like that. Now we are going to solve this problem. I am going to solve it for you first. Okay, then the next problem you are going to solve. That's our deal. Okay, chalo. First one, he is saying D is the brother of B. So I know that D is the brother. That means D is a male person. Whose brother? B's brother. That means single horizontal line. We are going to write B. So this diagram indicates D is the brother of B. Go to the next statement. M is the brother of B. So M is also brother of B. So from B you are going to write one horizontal line. Then we are going to represent M. But I know M is the brother. So M is a male person. Next one. K is the father of M. From M you have to represent K as father. So if you want to represent father, you have to write the vertical line from bottom to top. So from here, if I go from bottom to top, here it's going to get K. So K is the father means K is a male person. So we can say that D, B, M are siblings and K is the father of those siblings. And he said T is the wife of K. So wife means double horizontal lines. We are going to write T. So wife means she is a female person. So D, B, M are siblings and those people are the children of K and T. That's the meaning of these four statements. Okay. Now he is asking that how is B related to T? Guys, remember, while solving such kind of problems, always check for the word to. Once you know the word to, whatever the letter comes after to, which is T in our case, assume you are T. So whatever the letter you see after to, assume you are the person. So if I am the T, then what I am going to call B. So if you are T, how you are going to call B? So if you are T, how you are going to call B? See, B is your son or daughter. Because here we don't know the gender of B. So our answer is child, or you can say son or daughter. I'm repeating once again. D is the brother of B. So this diagram indicates D is the brother of B. Or I will use highlighter. It's going to be much better. So first, D is the brother of B. Then he said M is the brother of B. So M is the brother of B. Then K is the father of M. So K is the father of M vertical line. Then T is the wife of K. Then T is the wife of K. Once we are done with the diagram, he is asking you to solve how is B related to T. So assume you are the second person. That means T. If you are T, what you are going to call B? So B is your child because we don't know the gender of B here. So your final answer is son or daughter. Check the diagrams for 1 minute. Then I will give you the next question. Fast, all of you. Just look at the problem and let me know if you are having any doubt. Otherwise, simply type Y. We will move on to the next one. Okay, let us check. I hope, yeah, everything is clear till now. So I will give you 2 minutes time for the next problem. Try to solve the next problem in 2 minutes. Okay, chalo, fast. Solve this problem in next 2 minutes.
Sir, niece. Sir, is the answer niece?
Yeah, miss. So niece, nice, nice. Chalo, I will solve it for you first. See, guys, he is saying that. Just wait. B is the sister of D. So B is a female person whose sister, D's sister. So if sister means siblings, we are going to use single horizontal line. Then M is the father of D. So from D's we are going to write vertical line and then we are going to represent M as father. So father means he is a male person. So B is the sister of D and D's father is M. N is the sister of M. Be careful, it's a sister, not wife. So you have to write only single horizontal line. So N is the sister of M. That's it with the diagram. Now you need to find out how is B related to N. After 2 we got N. So if you are N, how you are going to call B? So if I am N, B is my sibling's daughter. My sibling's daughter means my own brother's daughter. So I am going to call her as niece. Clear, all of you? Remember, sibling's daughter, we are going to call them as niece. Okay, can I move on to the next one? Yeah. Chalo, this is the second model that we are going to solve. So guys, this model is similar to the previous one. The only difference is instead of using the statements, he's using some symbols. That's it. But remember, these symbols are not constant. Okay, he can give whatever the symbols he wants. Sometimes they will use $, dollar, percentile kind of symbols. Sometimes he will use plus, minus, like that. So based on the symbols, you have to solve the problem. So how you are going to deal such kind of problems? So when you are solving these kind of problems, you have to check for only two letters from left to right. For example, you have to start here and check for only first two letters. We're having A plus B. Okay, now compare these with the original statement. We're having P plus Q here. So A plus B means A is the mother of B. So A is the mother of B. Just compare your symbols with the original statement symbols and draw the diagram. Second one. Once you are done with the first two letters, let's go to the second and third letter. That means this one, B by C. First check for A plus B, then B by C, then C by D, like that. You have to check two letters at a time. So the next two letters are B by C. So if I want to check B by C means this is B by C. So B is the father of C. So I can say B is the father of C. Once you are done with second and third letter, go to third and fourth letters, like these two. So first AB, then BC, then CD. So C minus D means this one. C is the brother of D. So C is the brother of D. We are done with the diagram. So what you need to do in these kind of equation models is always take two letters from left to right and compare with the original statements and just solve the diagram as you solved in the previous problem. That's it. So A by plus B by C minus D, we're done with the diagram. Now he's asking, how is A related to D? So if you see from D's point of view, A is your father's mother. Father's mother, we are going to call her as grandmother. I will just repeat once again. See, first you have to check the first two letters, which are A and B. So if you check the first two letters, we are having A plus B, compare with P plus Q. So P is the mother of Q, but in our case, A is the mother of B. So A is the mother means A should be on top, and below that you should get B. So A is the mother means, you know, A is a female person. And second, you are having B plus C, B by C. B by C means B is the father of C. So B is the father of C. We're done. But father means we know B's gender. Now go, next one. C minus D are the next two letters. C minus D means C is the brother of D. So C is the brother. Whose brother? D's brother. Simply complete the diagram, then check for the question. A is D's dash. So A is D's father's mother. So father's mother means A is D's grandmother. That's your final answer. If it is clear, type Y. I will give you one more problem. Fast. Or if anybody want me to repeat, just turn on your mic and ask me if you're stuck anywhere. Okay. Now follow the same symbols. Okay, I will do one thing. Just copy paste the problem so you get better idea. Just wait one second. Guys, please turn on the mic. Whoever is speaking, please try to turn off. Now, all of you, please solve this problem. Now, solve these four equations and tell me which of those equations indicates that A is the aunt of E. That's what you need to find out here. I will check if anybody having any doubts. Otherwise, I will give you the problem. Just wait. Explain once. Okay, fine. Somebody's speaking there. Just mute all. 1 second, guys. I will just mute them. Yeah. If anybody having any doubt. Yeah, I will explain once again, Megha. Just wait 1 second. I'm just checking for the remaining comments. I will just once again. Then I will move you to the next problem. Okay, just 1 second. If anybody having any other doubts, let me know in the comment. Otherwise, I will explain once again. Then I will move on to the next one. Okay, chalo. I will explain it. Now see here. Guys, this problem is similar to the previous one. But the only difference is instead of giving the statements, he is giving you symbols. That's it. what you need to do is you have to compare our symbols with the original problem symbols. That means if you are coming across a plus b, you have to replace your p plus q with a and b. So it means you have to replace your p with a and q with b, and you have to think like this. If p is the mother of q, if it is p plus q, and if you are having a plus b, means in place of p you have to place a, in place of b you have to, sorry, in place of q you have to place b. Just wait. So in place of p plus q, you are going to have a plus b. That means replace p with a and q with b. Then solve the problem. So a plus b means a is the mother of b. So I'm writing the diagram. So a is the mother of b. So a is the mother means a is a female person. And whose mother? B's mother. That's why a should be on top, b should be below a after one generation. One vertical line means one generation. Okay. Next one. Once you are done with A and B, let's go to the next two letters. Next two letters are B by C. Now that means P is your B and C is your Q. So replace P with B and Q with C. So B is the father of C. So B is a male person. Whose father? C's father. Father means one more generation. Then you have to write C. Once you are done with the next two letters, let's move on to the other two letters. That means last two are C minus D. First AB, then BC, then CD, like that. So C minus D means replace P with C and Q with D. So C is the brother of D. So C is the brother of D. So this is your final diagram. Then you need to find out how is A related to D, or A is D's what? So A is D's. See, this guy A is, I will change the color, it's going to be much visible. So A is D's father's mother. So father's mother means we are going to call her as grandmother. So your A is D's grandmother. That's your final answer. So instead of using statements, you just need to compare our symbols with the original problem symbols, and you have to solve two symbols at a time. Is it clear now? And Megha and Navya, you were the one who to ask. So okay, chalo. Now you have to solve this problem in the same way, and the symbols are like this: p by q, p plus q, everything is there. You have to compare them with the original problem, and you have to give me the final answer. So which of those following options are going to show A is the aunt of E? Try to solve it and give me the answer. I will just turn off my mic. Okay. So everybody is saying B. Nice. Okay, guys, I will tell you a shortcut, because in the examination we may not have enough time to go with all the four options. Because if you're lucky, you may get your first option as a right answer. Otherwise, if you're unlucky, you may get your last answer as your right answer. So that's going to be time-consuming process. So how you are going to solve these kind of problems without drawing the diagram? That's what we are going to discuss now. Okay, let's start. So just for simplification, I'm going to write all the four options once again, so you'll get better idea. So first of all, let us take this option: A minus B plus C by D and into E. Now guys, if you observe here, now see here, the clue is there in the problem itself. A should be the aunt of E. So A should be the aunt means A should be a female person or not. That means if A want to be the aunt of E, A has to be a female person. That means I just need to check for the female options. Now see, if I take A minus B means A is the brother of B. So brother is means that A is a male person. So I can directly say this is not my answer. No need to solve the problem, because I want A to be a aunt. Aunt means A should be a female person, but I'm getting here A as a male person. So I can directly eliminate that option, because I know for sure that can't be my answer. Now go to the next one. We are having A into B. A into B means A is the sister of B. So sister means female person. So I want a female person, and here also we are getting female. So there is a chance this can be our answer. Let's go with the third option. A by B. A by B means this one. A by B means A is the father. That means here also we are getting A as male person, but I want a female person. So I can say this is also not my answer. Let's go for A plus B. A plus B means A is the mother. So A is a female person. So here also female, and I want also a female person. So I can say this can be also my answer. So without doing the problem, you can directly eliminate option A and option C. Because I want female person, but those people are male persons. If you are clear up to this point, I will tell you one more shortcut fast. If you are clear with what I'm saying till now, simply type yes. We will move on to how to eliminate that on one more technique. Okay, because I want a female person, but those persons are male, so you can eliminate them. Yeah, I know that's a B, that's fine. Now, second one. Now, if you observe the word aunt, okay, guys, let us take, I will tell you the shortcut later, but for now, just think. You are left with only two more options. So, to find out exact answer, how many diagrams do you need to write? For example, you left with two options. Let us take option B and option D. If you want to find out which of those two options is the accurate one, how many diagrams do you need to write or draw? Nice, very nice. Guys, why to draw two diagrams? One diagram is enough. See, for example, I am going to draw the diagram for option B. If I get the answer here itself, I can say B is my answer. If I don't get my answer from option B, I can say D is my answer. No. So listen carefully. I am having B and D, both options. Let us take, I am going to choose a option and I am going to draw the diagram. Okay. So if I draw the diagram, let us take, I got the answer. If I got the answer, I can say D is my answer. If I don't got my answer here, I can say B is my answer. No, because one of those two should be my answer. If one is not, means other should be my answer. So whenever you left with two options, you just need to write only one diagram. Clear? Yeah. Now anyway, but there is a chance that, okay, now let us take, you are having none of these also. Then what you will see, let us take, I will give you one more option, D, none of these. Okay, then what will happen? You need to draw diagrams, two diagrams, because you are having three options left out. Then what you are going to do? That's what we are going to discuss now. Now the second technique is, we are done with gender check. That means we have identified male and female, then we have eliminated two of the options. The second check is generation check. Generation check means I have to check how many generation gap is there in between the question and the in between the first person and the second person. So here my answer should be aunt. Aunt means if you are here, your aunt is going to be somewhere here, like your father or mother's sister, right? That means in between you and your aunt, there is one generation gap. Guys, mute your mic. Just wait. Now see here. If you observe here, I want the answer to be aunt. Aunt means aunt is going to be there with my father and mother. That means this generation. So if you are here, your aunt is going to be one generation above you. That means there is a gap of one generation between you and your aunt. Or in between A and E, there should be one generation gap. Because A is the aunt of E. First we have checked the gender, then we are checking the generation. Okay. So in between A and E, we are having one generation gap because the word is aunt. If it is grandfather, two generation gap. If it is son, -1. If it is grandson, -2. You have to think like that. Now I want my generation gap to be only one. So take the first option. A into B by C into D minus C. This is our second option. Now, whenever you see the word mother, mark 1. Whenever you see the son, -1. If you're seeing brother and sister, 0, because there is no gap between your sister and brother and you. So based on the statements, identify how many generations gap is there. So instead of going with B, first of all, I will go with D. So you will get better idea. So let's go with D because this is the wrong answer. So I'm going to take D first. A plus B minus C into D by E. Now see, what is the first one? Plus. We're coming at plus because I want to find out relation between A and E. So I have to find out relation between those two. So we have to add all the numbers in between A and E. First one is plus. Plus means mother. Mother means one generation gap. Similarly, minus means brother. In between brother and the other person, there isn't going to be any gap. So 0 generations. mother, father, uncle, aunt, all of them are going to have one generation. Sister, brother, cousins are going to have 0 generation gap. So there is no generation gap between B and C. Next we are having into. Into means sister. That means again no generation gap. Next one by. By means father, 1 generation gap. So 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1. You are going to get 2 generations. So in between A and E, you are going to have 2 generation gap according to the option D. But I want only 1 generation. So this is also not my answer. Let's go with option B. So A into B by C into D minus E. Check the generation gap in between A and E. So first we are having into means sister. Next we are having by means father. Again into sister, minus means brother. Again 0. Add all of them. You are going to get only 1. That means in between A and E, we are having only 1 generation gap. Yes, I want 1 generation gap. And I want female. So the only answer left out is B. So B is my answer. Okay. So remember, first you are going to check the gender and you are going to eliminate some of the options. Once you are done with gender, then you are going to check generation. So you can get the remaining, you can eliminate the remaining options and you can get your right answer. Okay, just for your clarification, I will solve the previous problem also using this method. So see here, A plus B by C minus B. Okay, what we are having here, A plus B. A plus B means A is the mother. A is mother means A is a female person. That means we want answer to be a female. If you are having options, you can eliminate all the male options from the options. Okay, now let's go with plus means mother, 1 generation gap. By means father, 1 generation gap. Minus means brother, 0 generation gap. So 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 2. So who is the person with 2 generation gap female? That should be grandmother. Without drawing the diagram, you can say the answer there. Just look at the question, and if you are clear, type Y, otherwise type no. First we are checking for gender, then we are checking for generation. Now listen guys, there is a drawback with this method. That is, let us take, you are having 2 options. One option's answer is mother, one option's answer is aunt. Think like this. In one option, the answer is aunt. In one option, the answer is mother. In both the cases, you are going to get female as well as 1 generation gap. Because mother is also 1 generation gap female, aunt is also 1 generation gap female. In that case, you have to draw the diagram to find out the original answer. That's the worst case that you are going to get. See, in most of the cases, we are going to have different genders and different generations. But because of bad luck, if you come across 2 options with the same gender as well as with the same generation, then you have to draw at least 1 diagram to find out the final answer. Is it clear? Okay, fine. We are going to solve the last model. Just 15 more minutes, then we will wind up. Okay. This one. See guys, before solving these kind of indirect problems, what you need to do here is try to identify who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. Who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. Why? Because he is saying some statements here. So whenever somebody is saying the statements, you may come across the word I, me, myself, those kind of words. So when you see the words I, me, it is about the speaker. But whom he is talking about? He is talking about a woman. So whenever he uses the word she, that is about that woman. So first identify who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. So whenever you come across I, me, those kind of words, that is about the speaker. When you come across she, her, that is about the woman. So identify first those 2. Who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. That's the first step. So before solving, I will give you one more example. So if I'm saying like this, I'm pointing to a woman and I'm saying like this. She is the wife of my brother's only brother. Guys, remember here, let us take, I am giving the statement. Okay, she is the wife of my brother's only brother. Now I want to find out the relation between me and that woman. Now to solve these kind of problems, what you can do?
She's my wife.
Yeah, your wife only. So to solve these kind of problems, what you need to do here is first try to identify where is the word of in the problem. Whatever may be the problem, try to check where is of. Once you have identified of, try to solve the second part first. Let's see here, my brother's only brother. Let us take, I am here. I am having a brother B1. So my brother's only brother is me only. Pay attention. My brother's only brother. So I am here. I am having a brother here. So this brother's only brother should be me only. So by the time I solve this second statement, I stop at the letter I. So replace the entire statement with simply I. Next, she is saying she is the wife of I. So she is the wife of I. So that woman is nothing but my wife. So that woman is none other than my wife.
Sir, that brother.
What?
The brother can have one sister and one brother also, no, sir?
See, I am saying my brother's only brother. Let us take, there are only two persons. That person can have sister also, but
Okay.
there aren't any brothers are there, no.
Okay, sir.
If somebody is saying that I'm having only one brother, means there is only one brother to him, but that guy may have sisters. But we're talking about only one brother. So let us take,
Okay, sir.
I'm here, I'm having a brother. So if I say my only brother, means I'm talking about the second guy. If that guy is saying my only brother, means he is talking about me only. So here, my brother's only brother is me only. So by that, see, I am here, my brother here. My brother's only brother is me only. So by the time I solved this statement, I stuck at I. So replace the entire statement with I and read the statement once again. She is the wife of I. Simply solve it. You'll get your answer. So we are going to use the same method here. So before solving the problem, try to identify where is off. In our problem, off is here. So you have to solve this statement first. Then you have to link that statement with the first statement. So you have to solve the second part first and first part second, like in the reverse case. So now see here, pointing to woman, Nirmal is saying. So when you come across I, it is about Nirmal. When you are saying she or her, that's about woman. So she is the woman. First of all, solve the second part. Remember guys, don't decide gender of the Nirmal, okay, based on his name. Because I told you already, never decide gender of a person based on their names. So here assume that Nirmal can be male or female. But if you come to the statement, he is saying my wife. That means Nirmal is having a wife. If Nirmal have a wife, means that person should be a male person. So now you can say Nirmal is a male person. But if the statement is not there, don't assume Nirmal is male. Anyway, let's solve the statement after off. So we are having off here. So we are going to solve the second statement first. So we are going to solve this statement. My wife, my means Nirmal's. Assume Nirmal equal to N. So my wife's, that means Nirmal's wife. Now I forgot to tell you one more thing. Guys, if nothing is mentioned in the problem, means always take father side. Like if let us take, they're saying just uncle, but they hasn't told you whether it is paternal or maternal. Paternal means father side uncle, maternal means mother side uncle. If they haven't mentioned any of the data regarding which side they are, always take father side. So see here, here he is saying my wife's, that means Nirmal wife's grandfather. Nirmal wife's grandfather means, let us take Nirmal wife is there. Nirmal wife's father or mother are going to be here. Okay, my wife's grandfather means this father or mother's father. Guys, listen very carefully. See, Nirmal is here. Nirmal's wife. Nirmal's wife's grandfather means Nirmal wife's parents' father. So Nirmal's wife's parents' father. So my wife's grandfather's only child. So this grandfather's only child means that person can be Nirmal's wife's father or mother. Just wait, I will retry once again. You'll get better idea. Let us take, we don't know father or mother, so I'm going to replace it with parent P. So let's pay attention here. He is saying my wife's, that means Nirmal's wife. Grandfather, that means Nirmal wife's parents' father. So grandfather. only child. This grandfather's only child should be Nirmal wife's parent. We are left out with P. So by the time you solve this second statement, you stuck at letter P. So replace this entire word with P. Now, she is the only daughter. That means that woman is the only daughter of P. So, but in our case, that P's only daughter is Nirmal's wife. So that woman is none other than Nirmal's wife. I will just repeat one last time. So pay attention carefully. So first what you need to do is you need to identify who is the speaker and whom he is talking about. So when I say the words I and me, that's about the speaker. When he used the word she or her, that's about the woman. Then you need to check for the letter of. Once you come across the word of, solve this second statement, then link it to the first statement. So here, my wife's grandfathers. So let us take Nirmal is here because I means Nirmal in our problem. So Nirmal is here. Nirmal's wife is going to be here. So Nirmal wife's grandfather means father's father or mother's father. So I don't know that one. That's why I'm simply saying parent. So Nirmal wife's parent is going to be here. This parent's father, we are going to call him as grandfather. So Nirmal's wife's parent's father is Nirmal wife's grandfather. His only child. That means Nirmal wife's grandfather's only child is nothing but Nirmal's wife's parent, P. So by the time you solve second statement, you stuck at P. And he is saying she means that woman. That woman is the only daughter of P. So, but in our case, P's only daughter is Nirmal's wife. So that woman is none other than Nirmal's wife. If you are clear with this problem, type Y. I will give you one more problem, then we can wind up. Okay, we will solve one last problem, then we can finish. Okay, sure. Solve this one, all of you. All of you, solve this problem fast, and let me know which of those options is your answer. Okay, let's go. So we'll solve this one. What's the answer you got here? Let me know. C, B, B, D. What? You got all the options except B now. Fine. B, D. Okay, let us see. Okay, C, C. Now, for the people who got sister, I will tell you why you got C. I mean, sorry, why you got B. See here. Pointing to girl, Arun said, means I means Arun, she means the girl. She is the only daughter of, we are having off here. We are going to solve this part first. My grandfather's son. So, my means what? Arun. So, let us take Arun is here. Arun's grandfather means let us take Arun's father's father. Assume like that. So, my grandfather's son. So, Arun's grandfather's son means Arun's father. So, by the time you solve second statement, you may have stuck at F. Let us take this father equal to F. Now she is the only daughter of F. So this F is having only one daughter. That means the girl is here. That means this girl should, if this is the only daughter, means that means if she is the only daughter, means this guy should be a male person. So then you can say she is the sister of Arun. So most of you may have thought like that and marked the answer as B, but that's wrong. I will tell you why. Guys, listen carefully. I will tell you the wrong answer first. He is saying my grandfather's son. So let us take Arun is here. Arun's father is here. Arun's father, we are going to call him as grandfather. So Arun's grandfather's son. That means we are going to stuck at F. So let us replace the word with F. She is the only daughter of F. So that girl is none other than the only daughter of F, means the girl is going to be here. If she is the only daughter, means Arun should be a male person. Then you can say that girl is sister of Arun. That is one way. But see here, if anybody may have uncle, like your father's brother. Now see here carefully. Arun's father's father is grandfather. Arun's grandfather's son can be Arun's father's brother also. There is a chance. Like your uncle also, you can call him as your grandfather's son. He is not using the word only son. If he is saying my grandfather's only son, if my grandfather's only son means, then you can say that guy is Arun's father. But he is just saying my grandfather's son. That means that son can be Arun's father, or there is a chance he can be also Arun's uncle. Okay, so my grandfather's son means it can be Arun's father, or it can be Arun's father's brother also. So by the time you solve the second statement, you stuck it B1. Now complete the statement. She is the only daughter of B1. So she is the only daughter of B1 means girl is going to be here. Then this girl will become cousin to Arun. Okay, so here you got sister, but in here you got cousin. So we got both the options. So here the data is inadequate. Why? Because we don't know how many sons does Arun's grandfather have. If he is having only one son, then you can say sister. If he is having more than one son, then you can say it's a cousin. But here the data is not sure because we don't know how many sons are there. So the answer is data inadequate. But let us see, in your answers or in your options, data inadequate is not there. Then go with sister. Why? Because he is not going to think that you may think these many possibilities. Because first year means it's very basic level. So they may not give you these many possibilities. But if data inadequate or data insufficient is there in the options, go with this one. This is actually 100% right answer. But if you don't have data insufficient or data inadequate, and you have to choose one of the given options, then always go with sister. I will wait for 1 minute. If you are clear with everything, type yes, then we will wind up. Okay, guys, I don't want to waste your holidays. So that's it for today's class. We'll meet with a new topic in the next class. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can leave. Good day, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Chalo.
Thank you.
Thank you.